of the 2 new creamers I got. This one is my favorite. It is delicious. The Christmas tree cake just tastes like vanilla, so I've been giving that to John, but 10 out of 10. Good morning, friends. So it is, don't tell me you tore up. My lighter's tearing up, and I love this thing. I've had it for years. My little, like, electric lighter. You just charge it up and it works really good. It'll shock the fire out of you, though, if you happen to get your finger close to this. I don't know the science behind it, but yeah, if you get your finger on that, it's an electric shock, and it's not fun. I'll tell you that. Because I was trying to clean it one day, because I think gunk gets built up. Like candle gunk, and I was cleaning it and I wasn't thinking, and I just done it with my hand and then pushed the button, and ooh, yeah, it wasn't fun. Wasn't like terrible, but I don't recommend it. Anyways, we got our candle lit. We are going to make some bread this morning. I haven't decided if I want to make 2 loaves or if I just want to make 1. But I want to make some bread. It's been a while since I made it, and I was talking to a friend. She had posted a loaf of bread, and I told her, I said, welcome to your new addiction, you know, that she'll be doing it all the time. And she was like, send me your recipe. And I've not made my recipe in so long. I don't even know, probably months. I mean, literally it has been months. I don't even know when it was though. And I was fixing it up just to make it like into a little image to send to her. And I was like, what if it's not as good as you think it is? What if it's not good and then you sending this to her? Or what if it's missing part in this recipe and you're sending it to her and it's bad? And that's just how my brain works, okay? And so I was like, might as well make some in the morning. So here we are. I made the little graphic. It's the same recipe that I've shared here, so hopefully it's not missing things, because if so, y'all have been making it wrong if you made that. But it's the one that I made on Saffron or whatever app, and then I just copied it and pasted it and used a cuter picture, and I made this little image for it. I'll include it here in the video if it ends up being good, which I think it's going to be good. Pretty sure I've made this same recipe multiple times, like following my own recipe on the Saffron app, so we'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna make some bread, and then we're gonna do some pantry cookie dough mixes. I used to make pantry brownie mix all the time, and it's been a while since I've done that, and I need to do that again too, but I don't have the ingredients to do that. I'm gonna put them on the list, and I might do that next week. But send a recipe where you use like super simple 2 ingredient cookie bars, and I don't have cookie mix, and so I was like, you know what if I make my own? Can I still do it? And that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do that today though. Today we're gonna focus on the bread and making the mix for the pantry. I've got 2 of the large jars. I'm gonna make 2. I'll use 1 maybe tomorrow or so. I started dehydrating me some marshmallows last night because my friend had posted some cookies, and it reminded me that I wanted dehydrated marshmallows in the cookies. I talked about it on Monday. Last week I talked about wanting to make cookies, but I just kept putting it off. Got the stuff out Monday, and then John rolled up, and I was like, you know what, I wanted to dehydrate the marshmallows anyway. So my friend had posted some yesterday, had nothing to do with marshmallows, but it reminded me I wanted to make those. So I started dehydrating the marshmallows last night. I had them on high until bedtime, and then I turned them down to low, and they are still squishy, like, but they're still squishy. So who knows how long they'll take. I might just give up on them and use them. They are harder, like the outside is harder, which is what I was wanting, because I don't want them to just melt into the cookies that I want to use them for. So we have some plans. So I'll either give up on them and make them this evening or make them tomorrow, but I really want to make those. And I'm going to do two. I'm going to do, well, you'll see. You'll have to come back for that. But today we're going to make some bread and then make the cookie mix. And I figured we'd share that with you because I enjoy doing that. So you get to see it too. So we're going to do that. And if the cookie mix comes out good, I found a recipe for the sugar cookie, like Betty Crocker knockoff sugar cookie, chocolate chip cookie, gingerbread cookie, and oatmeal cookie. And I really wanted to do oatmeal chocolate chip for one of the recipes I wanted to do. And y'all, we got like 2 tablespoons of oats. So nonetheless, but we're gonna make some pantry cookie mix, and then we're gonna test it out within the next day or two. And if it's good, I think that next week, if I can buy more jars, because I don't know if Walmart like always sells jars or if it's just like during canning season. I don't know, but if it's good, I would like to go ahead and make some cookie mix up and some brownie mix up. Super cheap to buy it at the store, but even if you look at the back of the ingredients of like cookie mix or brownie mix, there is a lot of junk in there that you don't necessarily need, you know. And I know I'm not the picture of health or anything, but if I can make little changes, why wouldn't I? Especially if it's going to be just as good or better, you know. So anyways, we're going to test it out, but first I got to gather the rest of my ingredients for the bread. John took forever, it seemed like, to leave this morning. It does get daylight now later in the day, but he was just here forever, and I was already ready to roll. Here lately, I've been waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning every single day, and I'm just like, it's time to get up, and I'm ready to get up, and then I look at the clock and it's 3 something or 4 something, and I don't know what's up with that. It's not a bad thing. Like, I'm ready to get up and go. Obviously I don't, because it's still too early, and I don't want to be waking up the house, specifically John, because, you know, he's got to get up and go to work. But I don't know what it is, but I ain't mad about it. So I do just eventually just will fall back to sleep. Sometimes I will read a little bit and just stay awake, but typically I'll fall back asleep. But as soon as the alarm goes off, John's alarm, I don't have an alarm, or even sometimes before that, I'm just ready to go. Like, I'm just ready to pop out of bed and get started with my day. And this morning I was awake before he was, but I just laid there and like we cuddled up to him and stuff as much as the dogs would allow. And so I think that's one reason I was just ready. Like, as soon as I came downstairs, I was ready to just get started on everything. But I wanted to kind of wait until he left for work. I'm more comfortable doing this, even this long after. Like, I've been trying to force myself to film a little bit more when he's around, but I just feel so awkward still that I don't know if I'll ever get over it. I want to be one of those people that can just hold up the camera and we talk back and forth, and John will be there and he might say stuff, which you gotta be careful with John. But yeah, that ain't me. I ain't that person. I don't know if I'll ever be the person, but anyways, let's get some stuff going. I'm obviously a morning person because I'm more talkative now than usual. Anyways, let's go ahead.
Justin, what I think we should put in the baskets, and I can't remember what his suggestion was. Oh yes, individually wrapped cookies, and then I'm pointing out that I make cookies, and he's like, oh, and he sits down and he admires them because they're so beautiful. But now I need to get this table cleaned off, and so is that a really bad thing, or can we get away with it? Let me know.
So our bread has 10 seconds left. I'll need that again, won't I? I'm just gonna lay it out. I'll roll it up. Trying to make it have a pretty side. That'll be the top. Grease my pan real quick. Add a little bit of honey to the top. Just a little bit of oil too. I'll lightly dab it on because I don't want to like pull the bread. But you want your bread to stay wet on top while it is still rising because dry bread will not rise. This is my kitchen spray bottle so that I can keep stuff moist that needs to stay moist. So then we're going to put it back here and let it do its final rise, and then into the oven it goes. Alright, our bread has 30 more minutes to go for its final rise. I'm going to go ahead and get these cookie mixes made. That way when the bread goes in the oven, I can go up, get ready for my workout, and then get the bread out, go down to the treadmill, and get my run done for the day. So that's what we're gonna do. I think I'm just gonna do. Hell, I only saved the one. Of course I did. Let's see. Alright, I found the website. I will link it down below in case you want all the recipes, because she's got the chocolate chip cookie, sugar cookie, oat milk cookie, and a gingerbread cookie. We might make all of them, but we're only gonna make 2 right now. So we gotta decide which ones we're gonna make. I think I'm gonna do 1 sugar cookie and 1 chocolate chip cookie because I wanna use both of those pretty soon. So 1 cup of flour. Now she done it in like little big Ziploc bags and then wrote on exactly what you need to add to it. That's a good idea. We actually might do that if we make, you know, just some to stick in the pantry. I think it's a stick of butter, half a teaspoon of vanilla, and an egg, but I ain't gonna remember that, and you might not either. It's wet and I don't want to dry it, so half a cup. I think these have a lot of potential, so we might buy stuff and just make a bunch of them next week. Do some of the gingerbread too, or even just do like cinnamon cookies because it's baking season. And for me, a lot of times the part that I dread the most about making cookies and whatnot is just getting all the ingredients out and gathering it. It's like John, he said that the hardest part of doing, like, you know, chores around the house, you know, man chores, is getting everything out that you have to use. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on it and give it a little shaky shake. I usually don't even I just eyeball my chocolate chips, but I'm just going to add minis to this one. So I'm doing a whole cup because science. I made that up. And isn't she beautiful? Should I shake it up? I really just kind of like it like this. I think it'd be pretty if you just left it layered. This would be such a cute gift for Christmas. Leave it layered and then put like a bow ribbon around it hanging with the directions. How adorable would that be? With some cookie cutters. Not as cute mixed up. And it might have fit in a small jar, but I'm not sure. I was worried that a small jar would be too small, so I went with the big one. It's not going to be in there long enough. We're going to make them hopefully tomorrow. If those marshmallows, I might just give up and do it tonight because I'm really wanting them. And then the longer I've been waiting, the more I've been wanting them. And then this one, we're going to try the sugar cookie recipe, so. Baking soda, cocoa powder to shopping list.
To your shopping list.
If y'all have one of those, did yours update? I added it, and she sounds like a teenager now. It's a little weird, actually. Since I'm so used to her other voice. Told the girls when it updates again, it'll probably go to a toddler because she's getting younger with age instead of older. Debating if we was gonna do our little like. So I got this other, I think it's like a sauce jar. So I'm going to make another one. Because I'm just going to put both of these in the pantry. And I wanted to see if I could make it kind of cutesy in this jar. So that's what we're going to do. Even though I put up my salt and baking soda. We're going to do chocolate chip though. And I might use these for the pumpkin recipe I want to try. Because this is dark chocolate and then just some milk chocolate. So I think that's what we're going to do. But let me grab, what do we need that I put up? I'm not going to mix it up this time. We're going to see how it turns out. If it's cutesy or not. Right there. So, and hopefully this is big enough because I'm just guessing here. Then we need 1 cup of flour for this one. And 1/4 cup white sugar. Let me set my thing over here. Yes. And 1/2 cup of brown sugar. That was just the same chocolate chip cookie recipe again. I'm just going to use whatever that is. It'll probably be closer to, which I might have to use some of the minis, but don't have to worry about like going over or nothing. And the chocolate chips don't matter. Like more's better, less is okay too. I should have added my salt and powder with the white. That was the plan, but I was talking and I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. So, let's put this on top here, I guess. Yeah, that definitely did not work. Divot did not help, so. I don't know if I have, did I add salt to the list? Okay, that works. Like my plan was to put this with the white ingredients, but then I messed up and forgot. So, let's see how many we got here. Oh, that's gonna be good. That'll be good. There's about 3/4, which is what the recipe calls for. And we're gonna add a little bit of the minis too to shake it up. So this jar could be a little bit smaller and it would be cuter. You could just make a little bit more if you want to do it perfect, but isn't that adorable? Seriously. Probably going to use this one when we make our pumpkin recipe, but isn't it so cute? So this one's going to stay out. It's definitely prettier if you want to put them in jars and put them in your pantry to leave it layered as opposed to shaking it up and making it ugly. Okay? Don't do this unless you want to. I never like saving that like 15 chocolate chips, so cute. Thank you for spending some time with us this morning, evening, whenever you're watching. We really appreciate it. If you haven't joined our family down below, we would love to have you. So click that little red subscribe button as well as the notifications, and we'll see you all next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends.